Matt Lenihan, Boxing Social, in association with William Hill, Empire Fights. I'd like to be joined by Dev Sahni as always, but sad night for the Queensbury and Joe Joyce. Zhilei Zhang tonight was on fire and he couldn't miss with that left hand. Incredible performance. Bravery from Joe, but just give me your initial reaction.
Like, Joe Joyce fights can be difficult to watch at times. I remember the Takam fight, I was watching it like that. But the assumption is, okay, you get through the first few rounds and he'll eventually juggernaut him. Zhilei Zhang was fantastic tonight. That straight left hand, that backhand was just, couldn't miss with it. And he was wobbling Joe with it at times as well. But more than that, it was the damage to the eye. He never went down, Joe Joyce, but look, full credit to Zhilei Zhang. It was a big upset. But that was what people said about this fight. The first few rounds, Zhilei Zhang would be very dangerous, and then Joe Joyce would come on late. Maybe without the eye damage, he could have still come on late, but this is heavyweight boxing, and you've got a 19-stone man there punching you as hard as he can in the eye over and over again, and you're going to feel it. But one thing I'd say is, I think Joe boxed the wrong fight for the weight that he was. When he boxed Daniel Dubois, he came in at around the same sort of weight, and he boxed him, right? Like, he was using the jab and he was moving around. I thought I'd see the same Joe Joyce tonight, but he boxed him sort of like he boxed Parker. He was just sort of trying to walk him down, but Zhang's a bigger, heavier guy, so tough.
Do you think the boxing world maybe underestimated how good Zhilei Zhang actually is? He had a great performance against Hrgovic, and people were saying, yeah, he won that fight, but Joe's the juggernaut. But he came in here tonight and he put on a really, really good clinical performance, and he didn't rush his work, and that accuracy, it was just pinpoint on that eye all night. And
he's got quite fast hands as well in there. Like, there was a few times he was landing like 2-3 shots in a row on Joe, and Joe didn't really know where they were coming from, is what I could see. I think he's definitely been underrated by sort of the casuals. I think people within boxing understand what an Olympic silver medal means, what a performance like that against Hrgovic means. He's definitely a very, very good heavyweight. And he's announced himself as most certainly like a top 7, top 8 heavyweight with that performance. I mean, he has to be.
Does this now change your opinion on the thought of Joe Joyce going in with some of the other heavyweights? You know, when you see him do that, a lot of people said him and Wilder would be great, but when you see him taking them kind of shots, does it sort of make you think, wow, if that had been Wilder, what would have happened, kind of thing?
Do you know what it is? I think it's the southpaw element as well. This was the first southpaw that Joe Joyce has boxed since Leroy Thomas in his 4th fight 6-7 years ago for the Commonwealth title, and that sort of stuff's not easy. Deontay Wilder wouldn't be throwing southpaw backhands. Deontay Wilder would be, throwing what he throws, the crazy shots which really hurt. But look, I was never too hot on that fight anyway, to be honest, just because I know Joe. I think a couple of things got him tonight. It was the southpaw, and it was the weight. I don't think he was heavy enough, which is amazing considering this is like an 18.5 stone man. I think that's not juggernaut weight. We need the juggernaut from the Parker fight in terms of weight.
Well, look, I think we'll wrap it up with this thing. Obviously, you take these kind of fights on. This is what can happen, and Zhilei Zhang's the top heavyweight, and it happens in boxing. Look, Dev, I appreciate you giving Boxing Social some of your time. We'll catch up at the next fight weekend. It's been a good fight, I suppose, isn't it?
It's been a good build-up. And look, I just want to say, credit Zhilei Zhang. He came here, he was booed on the way in, he was dancing around and they booed him again, but he's quite the character. He has done everything that we've asked of him this fight week and more. I mean, he didn't have to go and have a Chinese with Big Johnny Fisher. He had the Chinese, didn't have to say chat shit, get zanged, did say it.
Happened.
That's going to probably be a meme now as well, but fantastic. Full credit to him, and I don't know what's going to happen next. I wonder if they'll have the rematch or Zhang goes a different route and pursues it. I don't know, but it'll be fun.
Dev, appreciate your time, bud.
No worries.